The amount of video being watched on phones and other mobile devices is increasing exponentially, which means that vertical video is rapidly becoming more and more important to use in your storytelling. Here are 9 tips for making more creative vertical videos. Vertical video, as we'll be discussing it, refers to anything over a 1:1 aspect ratio. 4:5, 2:3, and fully vertical 1:1.77, also known as 9:16, are all taller than they are wide, which works better for social media or for being viewed vertically on mobile devices and tablets. The one distinct advantage that 9:16 has is that it can be the most immersive because it utilizes the entirety of a vertical screen. We all know that if you don't immediately entice users on social media, they're likely to move on. So put your most interesting and provocative visuals up front. GIFs, colorful stop motion or looping animations, beautiful shots of nature, and cute or funny animals are all great for hooking viewers. The thing that will keep them around, however, is consistency. So try to follow up the first couple of shots with something that either matches the color scheme, tone, or your overall personality. Since your vertical frame is so tall, you can try using it to creatively stack multiple horizontal clips on top of each other. These clips can be related in content and look, or they can actually be positioned to appear like there's a seamless blend between them. Try using any natural lines or patterns in the clips to position them in the most creative way possible. You can even experiment with diagonal lines, or with putting together more than 2 clips. One of the biggest positives to shooting with a vertical frame is the fact that you can get closer to vertical-friendly subjects, creating a more intimate, immersive experience. You don't have to worry about getting everything you see in the frame, and can instead focus on putting the most important object or subject directly in the center, up close and personal. Once you get close to the subject, you automatically start to fill the empty space within the frame. However, there are creative ways to fill the vertical space when the subject isn't quite a personal up-close shot. You can raise the camera up high and tilt it down, giving you a deep frame to film things like a long, empty road, cyclists riding in a line, and so on. You also have the ability to frame your subject from below, creating a more imposing or powerful shot. This can be used to get someone's entire body or other subject in the frame without having to be further away. The rule of thirds is a photography rule that says not to place the main subject directly in the center of the frame. Instead, you draw horizontal and vertical lines that divide your frame into thirds and place your subject either on the lines or where the lines meet up. This of course may not work in some cases, but if you want to direct your audience's eyes somewhere in your frame, those guidelines are a great place to line them up. Shaky camera movements are almost always unwanted and distracting to people watching a video. And since vertical video has so little screen real estate on the sides, it's important that you try to avoid moving the camera from side to side too fast. Normal pans and 360 rotations are perfectly acceptable and can actually be very important to show a scene, but once they become too fast, cameras and even our brains can't keep up with the information. Filming vertically doesn't mean that everything needs to be shot at arm's length and at eye level. Do your best to mix up your shot length and camera angle to make the video more interesting, and work within the frame to create something unique. If you're doing something like an interview or vlog style video, break up the on-camera talking with a more engaging close-up of the subject's face that takes up the entire frame. Your text should complement your visuals, so that means to use it in the space where your subject isn't. This goes the same for any graphics, emojis, or stickers you plan on using. Scale them up, rotate them, and line them up where they best enhance your video. One basic technique you can do yourself is by scaling up a colorful animation or GIF to fill the entire screen, add a solid over the top, then use the eraser tool to draw your text. The background will now play through the erased letters. Creating vertical videos is not only important to build your brand and get more engagement on your social channels, it's also a new and exciting way to push yourself creatively. By working within the constraints posed by vertical video and adjusting your storytelling to fit, you can come up with a new visual style and expand your skills even more. If you like this video and want to see more, check out our YouTube channel and subscribe for more tutorials. You can also read the Pond5 blog for an in-depth companion piece as well as other filmmaking tips and tricks. And as always, head over to pond5.com to get millions of video clips and other assets to use in your next project.